Magical Ritual of ASANA, Tarot. The wisdom of the priests of ancient Egypt is hidden in this sacred ritual. Until today, only the initiated have been allowed knowledge of this secret. But seeing the deplorable state of the planet, seeing the pain and torment of human souls, the great hierarchs of light pass these magical positions of the body to you, dear brothers and sisters, so that you carry this saving knowledge to all those who suffer. Before the sacred ritual, enter the prayer state and tune in to the egregore of the priests of ancient Egypt. Feel their help and support, and in reverence, make an earthly bow. Begin to fulfill the ancient ritual. Integral and regular fulfillment of this mystery will harmonize all cells of your organism. You will feel how the energy of great priests heals your heart, your kidneys and lungs, and how the states of joy and bliss fill your whole being. As you perform each asana, living in each arcana, you will experience all the wisdom of the tarot. In each pose, you will acquire the qualities and power of the corresponding deity. At the end of the ritual, you will gain such power that you will be allowed to perform miracles. You will be able to get answers on how to solve difficult situations occurring in your life. You will be able to materialize objects, foresee good and bad circumstances of life. You will heal the most terrible diseases and give people health, beauty, and youth. The more often that you perform this ancient ritual, the more power and good fortune there will be in your life. The most aspiring and dedicated disciples will attain the highest state of enlightenment in this life. Om Tat Sat. 1. Magician. In Egyptian mythology, Ptah is a deity and contains all the gods, the patron of crafts and arts, and the god of truth and justice. Sit on the heel of the right foot. Transfer the left leg over the right knee, putting the foot on the floor. Take the right hand from above, behind the back, behind the head, and interlock it with the left hand, which is brought behind the back from below. As you exhale, touch your head to your left knee. Do the same pose to the other side. Feel in yourself the qualities of wisdom, will, and the ability to control the processes taking place. Feel as a consciousness guiding all events of life. Two. Papes, priestess. In Egyptian mythology, Isis is the goddess of fertility, water, and wind, a symbol of femininity. Put your feet shoulder-width apart, with the left foot protruding half a foot forward. Straight arms stretched forward parallel to each other and the floor, palms facing down. Spine is straight, chin parallel to the floor. Do the same pose with the other foot. Feel in yourself a thirst for knowledge of occult sciences, the acquisition of wisdom, and the aspiration to know the meaning of life. 3. Imperatress. In Egyptian mythology, Tefnut is the goddess of moisture. Feet at shoulder width distance, toes apart. Slightly sit down. Bend your arms at the elbows. Press the shoulder part of your arms to the sides of your torso and spread your forearms apart with palms upwards. Forearms and hands are in one line. Enter the image of the goddess of the world's water from which all of life has arisen. Feel the rays of the sun washing across your being. Under your feet is the moon, and above your head shines a crown of 12 stars. You are the creative manifestation of the Absolute. Feel in yourself the desire to make creativity out of everything, out of every moment of your life, to show yourself in an extraordinary way. 4. Emperor. In Egyptian mythology, Shu is the god of air who separates heaven and earth. Sit on the floor in Vajrasana, then move back on the mat to the right of the feet. Point the bent left leg back as far as possible, with the right foot touching the knee of the left leg. Support the right forearm and lower the body onto the left shoulder. Reach the left arm under the body to the right. Grasp the left foot with the left hand. Feel the twisting of the spine. Realize in yourself the desire to carry out in your life the laws of the highest philosophy, the aspiration to dominate in life, and to give this dominance to mind and truth. Perform this pose to the other side. Five. Hierophant, Pope. In Egyptian mythology, Thought is the god of wisdom, counting, and writing. From Vajrasana, point the left leg straightened at the knee backwards. Interlace your fingers. Raise your hands up, palms turned to the sky. Gaze in front of you. Feel yourself as a man who has reached the knowledge of truth, as a god of wisdom, blessing both light and dark beginnings, who has subordinated them to his will and uses them for truth, for the achievement of God. Do this pose in the other direction. Six. Lovers, temptation. In Egyptian mythology, Apop Sebek is the god who personifies darkness and evil. Sit on your heels in Vajrasana, facing east. Bend forward with your head resting on the mat. Extend your arms forward, joining your palms. Feel in yourself the state of eternal choice. Which way to go? Should you choose the path of alluring, the path of desires, or the path that does not give external riches and acquisitions, but gives internal discoveries and comprehension of the greatest wisdom of life? Seven, the wheel. In Egyptian mythology, Osiris is the god of the productive forces of nature, the king of the afterlife. Take the posture of a table. Place your wrists under the shoulder joints, knees under the hip joints. Palms are parallel to each other, thumbs joined together. Raise your head, gaze forward. In the lumbar region, a slight bend. Enter the image of a chariot with two heads of sphinxes, white light beginning and black dark beginning. Feel Hermes sitting on your back, in whose hands there is a symbol of royal power. This is the will of man, which has subdued the opposite beginnings through the development of consciousness. 8. Fairness, justice. In Egyptian mythology, Anubis is the patron of the dead, the chief god of the dead. Sit on the floor, stretch straight legs forward. Wrap your hands around the right foot and bring its inner side to the forehead. Stay in this pose for 4 to 5 breathing cycles. Do this pose with the other foot. Feel in yourself the qualities of the god of underground judgment, weighing on his scales the good and evil which a man has acquired in his life, and punishing mercilessly anyone who violates the truth. Nine, Hermit. In Egyptian mythology, Gor is a deity embodied in the falcon, the winged sun. God of light, fighting the forces of darkness, his eyes are the moon and the sun. Lie on your stomach, hands clenched into fists, placed from below in the groin area. Take your head and legs off the ground. Direct your gaze forward. Feel in yourself the wisdom of a man who has denied everything external and found the truth in the inner world. Wheel of Fortune. In Egyptian mythology, Yaru is the afterlife where the dead reside. Sit on the floor. Extend the left leg forward. Raise the right leg so that the lower leg is parallel to the floor. Put your hands around the knee of the right leg, touching it with your head. Feel the frantic spinning of the cycle of samsara, then falling down, then rising up. Experience the meaninglessness of this rotation and come out of it, finding yourself in the center of the circle as a motionless contemplator. Perform this pose with the other foot. (11) Power. In Egyptian mythology, Hathor is the goddess of the sky, the mother goddess who gives fertility, love, and cheerfulness. Sit on your buttocks. Bend your legs at the knees and place the feet on the floor. Place the palms of your hands on the mat at the back, about 30 centimeters from the body. Point your fingers towards the body, arms straight. Lift the pelvis and at the same time straighten the right leg and point it forward and up. Pull the heel away from yourself. Feel in yourself a state of reasonable love which subdues force and ego. Do the same pose in the other direction. Hanged. In Egyptian mythology, Ka is a life force, a double, a second I, born together with a person, spiritually and physically functioning inseparably from him both during life and after death. Interlace the fingers of your hands. Put your forearms on the floor so that they form an equilateral triangle. Place the head on the floor in the center of this triangle. Uncross the legs and take them off the floor. Place your feet and body in one line. With the right leg bent at the knee, place the foot on the inside of the left leg. Try to point the knee backwards. It is safer to perform this asana near the wall. In this pose, feel as a victim of your passions and attachments. Breathe in, breathe out, and feel how you are sacrificing yourself to realize the Supreme. Change the position of your feet. Death. In Egyptian mythology, Neftida, literally Lord of the House, appears in all funeral magical rites. Sit in Vajrasana facing west. Lean forward, putting your forehead on the mat. Point your hands forward. Join your palms together. The pose is performed similarly to the lover's pose. In this position, experience the death of everything old in yourself, the process of transformation, and the transmutation of all your thoughts, feelings, and flesh. Temperance. In Egyptian mythology, Hapi is the god of the Nile, a cosmic deity who gives life to the whole country by his nourishment, the giver of moisture and harvest. Sit on your buttocks with your legs apart as much as possible, heels pointing away from you, toes pointing towards you. Place your hands behind your head, clasping them in a lock. Keep your elbows apart as much as possible. Bend forward, touching first the right and then the left elbow to the floor. Feel in yourself the unity of the past and the future, comprehension of that which was in the past and that which will have an origin in the present, and that the past causes the present and generates the future. Devil. In Egyptian mythology, Set is the god of foreign lands, desert, the personification of the evil beginning. Lie on the stomach, bend the right leg at the knee, the left leg is straight, lying on the mat. Put your hands around the shin of the right leg and bend in the back, opening the chest. Feel all your negative parts, passions, desire for material wealth, laziness, envy, resentment, anger, and hatred, and realize these are the things that push a person off the spiritual path if he does not confront them. Do this pose with the other foot. Tower. In Egyptian mythology, Babylon's tower. From a supine position, lift the torso with the hands by the hips. Straighten your legs vertically upward, resting on your shoulders and the back of your head, pressing your chin to your chest. Stretch your hips upward. Experience within yourself the collapse of all old and unnecessary things, the collapse of false ideals, hopes, and dreams, and feel the lightness and grace that fills your heart. Star. In Egyptian mythology, Nut is the goddess of the sky, the great mother of the stars, giving birth to the gods. She contains 1,000 souls. Place your feet wider than shoulder width apart. Lean forward, placing your palms on the floor underneath the shoulder joints. Pull the top of the head forward, and then, on an exhalation, direct the top of the head downwards without changing position of the body. Experience the state of waiting for the light, the supreme truth that will be revealed soon. This pose represents your cherished star of quest and ideals. Moon. In Egyptian mythology, Hansu is the god of the moon as well as the god of time and counting. From Vajrasana, point the right leg straightened at the knee backwards. Lean forward with your elbows on the floor in front of you and your chin resting on the palms of your hands. Feel within yourself the desire to the truth, a firm determination to pass on the thorny thorny road of perfection to open the subconsciousness to the light. Smoothly pass to the same pose on the other side. Sun. In Egyptian mythology, the god of the sun is Ra. Lie on the stomach. Place your hands along the body, palms towards the thighs. At the same time, take your head and legs off the floor. Feel boundless joy within you. Feel the happiness and love that God gives you on your spiritual path. Court. In Egyptian mythology, Semet is the goddess of war and the scorching sun. Semet's sacred animal is a lioness. Sit on your buttocks. Spread your legs apart as much as possible. Bend to the right leg. Touch the knee with your head. Stay in this pose for 4 to 5 breathing cycles. Then bend to the left leg. Experience a state of resurrection, awakening from a long imprisonment in the chains of old ideas and habitual false views. Feel your transformation. World. In Egyptian mythology, Geb is a good god, the god of the earth, a chthonic deity. Kneel on your knees. With the left hand, embrace the foot of the left leg. Extend the right hand upwards. Direct your gaze to the left foot. Do this pose with the right foot. Feel within yourself a state of harmony, good luck, and happiness, acquiring a new vision of the universe. Mad, jester. In Egyptian mythology, Nun is the personification of primordial water chaos, the original cosmic deity. Lie on your back, hands along the body with palms upwards. Completely relax. Remain in this pose for 15 to 20 minutes, doing the meditation. I am eternal chaos, a blank slate of the soul. I am the soul that has potentially all the higher powers.
Extreme times, when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. Which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women, and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light. Help people, and God will help you.